There is only a few weeks left, ladies, until fall season is in full swing. And if you have any of these still up in your closet, you need to seriously think about giving them the pitch. Hey friends, it's Angela. As always, so good to see you guys again. And if it's your first time here, my channel is all about helping you feel confident in what you're wearing over 50. And today we are talking about those things in our closet that have overstayed their welcome. You know, they're the things that have been in your closet for so long that at one point they look great on you, but now they're out of style and they're making us all look dated. So let's go through this top 10 list of fallen fashion so that you can get your closets up to date and ready for the new fall season. Now listen, before you all start getting upset and the cat claws start coming out, I don't care if every fashion person in the universe tells me skinny jeans are out. I love those suckers and they work well with booties in the fall. So just like that, they're never gonna leave my closet. And if something on this list is never gonna leave yours, it's okay. We all have our own style. These videos are just meant to be informative and fun and just kind of give you an idea of what people in general are wearing or not wearing anymore. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, number one, is camo. Now I just got rid of about 3 or 4 camo things I still had up in my closet. There was a time and place for it. I had loads of camo stuff. I feel like it's one of those things that went from being everywhere to you don't really see a whole lot of people wearing them anymore. But the reason I got rid of mine is I feel like when I put it on, I just feel dated looking. It had its day, but you know what? It's time to give them the pitch. And while we're talking about prints, number 2 is tie-dye. Do you remember that phase? I mean, tie-dye everything. I had a really cute tie-dye jogger set, tie-dye dresses, tie-dye everything. And you'll still see it, especially when I go to an art fair. There's always that booth, right? That has all the vibrant tie-dye t-shirts and dresses and all that stuff. But I'm gonna say, in general, when you go out in public, how much tie-dye are you actually seeing anymore? Not much. And I bet it's gonna be back at some point. But at this point in time, tie-dye is just not a thing for this fall. Number 3, we saw this trend for so many years, all over the place. I had several of them. Cold shoulder tops. There's just something with big old holes cut out in your shoulders that at one time we were all thinking looked great, and now it's just like, yeah, no, I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I have 0 cold shoulder tops in my closet. They're all gone. Now, I like the cutouts still. I think cutouts at the neckline, like these ones that kind of go asymmetrical, I think that still looks good. But in specific, you know the ones I'm talking about, the round holes right on the shoulders. It's just a no. Number 4, I think here's another one a lot of us are just getting tired of seeing. This is why the quiet luxury videos have been coming out. Just t-shirts and sweatshirts and all the stuff with name brand logos all over, huge logos. Now, if you have a purse and there's like a little logo with the name on it, I don't think there's a big problem with that. It's the shirts that we used to have plastered with the brands plastered across our chest, like Guess and Nike and you name it, Adidas. Actually, that was a really smart marketing tactic, wasn't it? We're gonna plaster our brand logo on a t-shirt. We're gonna sell them like crazy. And we bought into that for years, didn't we? But I just feel like right now it's dated and I feel like there's way better options. Oh Lord, number 5, nothing says more dated to me in a cardigan than a waterfall cardigan. They were cute back in the day. But something about them, every time I see a waterfall cardigan, I'm thinking, there's just all that extra material in the front just hanging down. I don't feel like it does anything great for our figures. And there are more better current options available than the waterfall cardigans. I know some of you are probably gonna get mad about this one, but I just feel they're dated. And they have been for a long time. If you still have those in your closet, they are one of those things that just needs to go. Here's another one, number 6, colored jeans. Are you guys with me on this? Come on now. I used to have a pair of burgundy jeans, gray jeans, green jeans. I mean, they had them in every color. Nowadays, I really just like the look of either white jeans or regular jeans. To me, it just looks more classy. There was a time and the place for colored jeans like crazy, but I feel like we've just moved on from that. Here's another thing I feel like people have held on to for a long time. It's one thing when you're younger to wear black eyeliner. But as we get older, somehow it just makes us look older. It just looks dated. And it's more harsh looking, I think, on an older person. I find that wearing blue or green even with my blue eyes just makes them pop even more. Black, I do notice that when I put that on, it was like, ooh, it is like dark. And it does make me look older. So I'm saying, if you're still holding on to wearing just that black eyeliner, step outside your comfort zone, try a brown. Just to soften things a little bit, try a blue. But black, as we're aging, is just a no. This was a trend for a long time that even back then when I would wear it, I'm like, this looks weird to me. But now it just drives me nuts. It is shirts or tank tops or whatever it is that have the tie at the bottom of the shirt right in the front. I call it the dangle. And on a woman, it just doesn't look good. It's just dangling right in the front in the wrong place. I used to have tops like that, and I would try to like turn the top to the side so the dangle wouldn't be right in the middle. And sometimes it would work, and sometimes it would just, as I'm moving around, it would just go right back in place. I got rid of all the dangles out of my closet. I just can't stand that look anymore, and I feel it does look dated. Now, if you have a shirt, a button-down shirt, and you tie it up higher in the front, and what's left is not like dangling over your jeans in the front, I think that's okay, because they're a little shorter too. I'm talking about the shirts that had the long dangle in the front. No good. It was no good really then, and we just kind of wore them anyway. But now they really need to go. Number 9 is Sherpa shoes. Do you remember that trend? I mean, there was like Sherpa Birkenstocks and Sherpa sandals and whatever, all kinds of shoes with Sherpa on it. I'm thinking, how is that a good look? How is that gonna make our feet look attractive? With a big old fur Sherpa thing on the bottom. I didn't like them then, and I certainly don't see many people wearing them now. Actually, if I really think about it, I don't remember the last time I saw somebody wearing Sherpa shoes. Now, if they're lined, if they're boots and they're lined with a little Sherpa, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the whole outside is covered with Sherpa. It's just not a good look. Those, to me, make us look dated. So if you got the Sherpa shoes still in your closet somewhere, it's time to give them away. Okay, ladies, number 10. I know I'm gonna get the claws coming out on this one. It's fur coats. Now I know some of you have been wearing your fur coats for years. You love your fur coats. When was the last time that you saw people really wearing fur coats? And let me ask you this. How old were they? When I think of someone wearing a fur coat, I think of an older person, like old. There was a time way back, maybe in the 70s, 60s, people were wearing a lot more fur coats than you see them wearing today. And maybe that was more of a thing back then. But today, I just feel like it really makes us look dated. I'm not into it. But then again, like I said, you love your fur coats, keep wearing your fur coats. It's a trend that's not for this girl. So you might not have agreed with everything that I came up with here today. That is in our closets, overstayed our welcome, making us look dated. That's okay. You have to keep wearing what makes you feel good. But if you're curious about what is coming into style, what is going to be more trendy this fall, watch this video next right here. You may want to take a look. There's some doozies. Until I see you next time, my friends, stay beautiful on the inside and out.